Revelation 11. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of God and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. And the holy city shall they tread under foot 42 months, and I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the 2 olive trees, and the 2 candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have powers over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Now, you notice here they're talking about angels. It says, and there was given me a rod. It was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of God. Notice, and the angel stood. My grandfather, when he died, my grandfather on my dad's side, he had told my dad the day before he died, he had cancer, he was in the hospital, that an angel came to his bedside and told him not to be afraid, and actually visited him. And I did see a more confidence and more joy in my grandfather. My mom emailed me the other day, and she said, she goes, honey, you got to read Hebrews 13:2. So let's read it together. It says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. What do you guys think that means? Please type your comments below. Notice it says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Do you know what that means? If you do know the answer, what's that passage mean? Type it below. I'm going to read it one more time, and then type the comment below what you believe this means. We're reading from Hebrews 13:2. It's telling us, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. We've heard of stories where people have gotten into horrific car accidents, and a man will come and lift them out of the car, and then the ambulance gets there, and they're lying on the side of the road, the car's all, in flames, and they'll say, yeah, where's that man that, got me out of the car? And some people believe that it was their angel getting them out of the car. I can believe that. The Bible is full of instances of angels. Jesus talked about Sodom and Gomorrah, and there were angels in Sodom and Gomorrah. Let's go to Genesis 19. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground, and he said, Behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into thy servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go into your ways. Now, the reason why Lot is saying that is the city was very wicked, and he was trying to protect the city, to hide the sin of that city. And you notice that's why he says to the angels, he says, turn in. He wants them to get into a house right away so they don't see the evil of the city. He says, I pray you into your servant's house. And he doesn't want them to come out of the house. Look what he says, Lot. He says, and tarry all night. And then he wants them to rise up early and go on your way. See, that way they don't see the sin of that city. But look what the angels say. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. Basically, Lot presses them, please, come stay at the house. And they agree. The wickedness of the city is so evil that look what happens. Okay, the angels say to Lot, He basically tells them to bring their family out of the city. He says, the angel say, hast thou here any besides son-in-law and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord hath sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-laws, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get ye out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. They thought he was joking. And here we talk about the angels again. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife, and thy 2 daughters which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. Notice how the angels are saying, come out from among them. And that's what we need to do, you guys. Come out from among the evil. Separate yourself from them. Come out from among them. We started here in Hebrews, where it talks about many have entertained angels unawares. And my question to you is, what do you think that means, that passage? Many have entertained angels unawares.